done.
Mr. Morgan.
There's so much to respond to. That was the longest speech I've seen anybody in this council ever make.
It wasn't Nancy Pelosi's either.
It was the longest speech I've ever seen anyone make.
There was one council member who made longer ones.
And pardon me?
Mr. Ghost.
Yeah, well, that was my.
Well, this one is about an issue. I agree with Mr. Kildee in a lot of ways, because I think that we as a council, and I've got to look at a gentleman out there that lives in Texas, come here telling us how to run our city. I'm sorry, but we were voted in 2016 as one of the best places to live in the United States. 23rd best place to live in cities under 300,000 in the whole United States. So we're doing something right. And we talk about our police. Our police, we still have one of the best crime rates in Ventura County, not just in Ventura County, but the whole state of California. What you're not looking at is all the new laws passed by the state of California, which allows people to get out early, which allows people to take felonies up to $900 and something instead of $500 something. Many things they've done that has increased the crime in every city in California. So I'd say we're still in great shape. And our serious crimes are very low compared to others. When I first came to become a city councilman, there were issues. We were growing at 3,100 new houses a year. Think about that. 3,100. In 10 years, we'd have been 31,000 new homes. But it's not what you think. It's what the people of Camarillo think. We have to represent the people of Camarillo, not ourselves. Exactly. That's what we're here for, to see what's best for Camarillo and represent the best we can our population. Well, had to take it to the people, and the people voted on it. 72% said, yes, let's have growth control. So our growth control took us down to 400 or less units a year. That's what we've been living with since 1983. Thousand Oaks did the same thing, but they had loopholes. They're 130, 140,000. We're 70. So it shows we upheld our growth control all through these years. So someone says we're growing like a weed. Well, it's almost finished. The city's almost done. There's one gentleman, we talked about those coming back. There's only one gentleman I know of in our history and elsewhere in this county that came back a second term. That was Stan Daly. Stan did come back, and he did a good job. So it can happen, but it doesn't happen very often, not ever, because once you leave this, you have other things that you want to do in your life. The term limits. We look at state legislature, and I agree wholeheartedly with Ms. McDonald. I've been to the state legislature for conferences like a month and a half ago. I went for the Contract Cities meeting. Of those legislators that addressed us, 3 of them have already resigned because they got caught doing some things. And another one is now on hold, and she'd probably be leaving also. There's a lot of things going on up there. Of all legislators I've been with in all these years I've been on this council, this is the worst one. Those that had longer terms that were farmers, a lot of good guys that were fantastic legislators, and we did some great things in this state. But now, look what's happening. You go gas tax 12% more, registration fees higher. Want me to keep going? That's exactly what's happening there now. And people have to now go back and try to get it on the ballot so we can vote against some of that stuff that they did to us. And the cities are suffering too. We have to, one gentleman, while I was there, he had apologized because he was talking to a Contract Cities group. He had to apologize because he sponsored a bill that wanted all contracting to go away in cities. In other words, making like the big cities unionized. Well, that makes the cost go up. And while this, since 1990, look at our retirement system. I think it was Mr. Brown set aside $15 billion to make up for the potential problem we're going to have real soon in our retirement system for the state of California. But that's because of all the decisions that were made through these years. The city of Camarillo, we've been very lucky because we've had some educated people that were elected to this body. And I think we've done a good job. One of the main things we've done that's a good job is we've hired staff that we've seen that can be proud of, and they're educated, and also see what the council wants and go that, push in that direction. If you have a council that's here for 2 terms, it'll be our staff running it because they'll know what's happening. And sometimes that's not necessarily good for the citizens of our city. Anyway, I'm not going to go a whole lot further. I just want to let you know that the reason I will support this is not because I like it, because I'm not going to vote for it, honestly. Because we've had some good people, and we'll probably have good people in the future in this city. But I think the people need to have a chance to vote on something that is out there. I have heard so many things, and I go to a lot of stuff in my church goings and so on and other things, of people saying, why are we doing this? Why are we voting? I mean, why is that going to be on the ballot? You think you believe in that? I said, no. Because we've had good people. If we haven't, they're gone. And those groups I first was with, gone. They're gone. They either saw it handwriting on the wall and didn't run, or they lost. Now, the ones that are after us are the ones who have lost 2 or 3 times to us in elections. And this board right here has never spent more than, except one, has never spent more, and I don't want to criticize you for that, Tony. I don't want to criticize you for that. But has never spent more than 10, 12 at the most, $1,000. And a lot of it's our own money. So we have not, none of us owe any special interest group because we didn't take any. I don't know of any of you guys. None of us have taken money from a special interest group. This way, we have no conflicts. We can vote on things honestly and represent our people honestly. And so tonight, I may vote for this, but I'm not, I may put this on the ballot, but it doesn't mean I'm going to vote for it.